Well, it was a long night here on a desert evening in Tempe, Arizona, as the Buffaloes fall to Arizona State, dropping a third game of the season, 54-13. Hi, everybody. Alongside Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Our Buffs recap here on 850 KOA. Zim, you and I had high hopes for this ball game. I thought we saw improvement last week against Oregon, but this was an avalanche. Came down to Buffaloes early in this one. They never responded.
It was. Off the top, they have a 69-yard pass thrown against them. They come in, go 3 and out. They give Arizona State a short field, then the interception. And it was like a boulder rolling downhill. It was an avalanche.
Yeah, well, this one got away early, and what that prompted after 3 and outs and then an interception by Connor Wood, it changed the starting quarterback position. Connor Wood was pulled out, the redshirt pulled off of freshman Cepho Lufau, the highly regarded recruit out of Tacoma, Washington. It appears now that this is Cepho Lufau's team.
I think he's the starting quarterback. That's what Mike McIntyre said to you. He reiterated that to the media afterward. He said, that's our plan. We're going with the young quarterback. And I know that they must have had it in the back of their mind, but the decision was made after that interception that Connor threw. And from what I understand from people on the sideline, he called up to Lindgren and Mike did and said, we're making a change now.
18-29 passing, 100 and some odd yards for Cepho Lufau. Did have the touchdown in his opening drive, threw a couple of interceptions, had a fumble recovery. Assessment of what the freshman did. I thought there were times he looked very good. Looks like he's got the tools, but what did you think?
He definitely has the tools. He had a couple of good runs in there. He made a couple of really good fakes. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. The offensive line's going to have to give him more protection. And I think you'll see a different guy next week because he is going to be the guy taking all the snaps this week in practice. And, he knows now he's going to start. So it's a little bit different mindset than coming in the way he did today.
You think about this, perfect timing to do this. You do this in a very tough environment down here in Tempe, Arizona, but you've got an FCS opponent, albeit a 7-0 team coming in next week. It's the makeup game for Fresno State as Charleston Southern comes in. That would appear to be a nice situation to put him in as a starter.
Well, and it's a home game. They're home the next 2 weeks because they have Arizona the week after that. And rather than a hostile crowd, he's going to have a friendly crowd who, with the freshmen coming in, they're going to be behind him 100%.
Yeah.
So I think that'll make quite a difference, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see, but the Cepho Lufau era has begun for the Colorado Buffaloes. He is the starting quarterback. It is his job now to run through 2013, but the bad news is the Buffaloes fall 54-13 here in Tempe, Arizona. They lost 3 in a row, now sit at 2-3 on the campaign. Next week is Charleston Southern. That's a noon game Mountain Time. We'll hit the air at 10:05 at the Buffalo Stampede. 10:35, our network affiliates will pick up, and then Cepho and company will take on the Buccaneers just after high noon. For Larry Zimmer, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us on our Buffs recap here on 850KOA.com.